You are listening to the West of Waterford Podcast.
WLRFM, first for Waterford.
Is the Big Red Radio 98 KUPD.
No sports, no rock, no information. For mindless chatter, we're your station.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Newsflash, asshole! I've been hearing it the entire goddamn time!
What would the show be without a technical hiccup? There it goes again. Hi, everybody.
Fuck me, if this isn't a bad omen, I don't know what
I know, yeah.
It's like an on-air sign falls down.
I lit the on-air
Josh
sign
had
and
a
it just
stroke.
collapsed, and I had an immediate stroke.
Hi! I thought it was like Con Air because like it just came up and just dived.
I saw it happening too. I just saw the little switch get uncaught, shift the pendulum, wait, and bye-bye. Hi again, folks. You were very welcome here, and I forgot to actually start recording on this. Well, we'll do this as a test, so we'll see if that works out. But yes, this is your Saturday afternoon live, and this is the West of Waterford Podcast. I'm your host, Josh. Over there is the man with the world's worst travel agent, co-host Jason.
Maybe not, though. Maybe not. Looking for a new gig, so hopefully the travel agent thing stops.
Alrighty, sounds good to me. And Timmy's not here today, so doing the lighter lifting of the show. Sorry, Timmy. We have our good friend Johnny, another son of the Emerald Isle.
How's everyone doing?
How are we doing? We are good. It's been a week and a half. It's been
Like a year and a half for Johnny to be on the show.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, definitely a while for you.
I'm still waiting for the check.
Yeah, well, I mean, so am I. Trust me.
Join the fucking club there, Johnny. God.
Trust me, when the money is in the account, it'll rest there for a while, and then we'll deal with it.
Every once in a while, you get a free beer.
He said, "I'll send it on Vimo." He said,
"Yeah." Still waiting.
Of course. Why?
Why
would I?
Got hung up in customs.
Hey, look, we haven't worked in a week. We didn't do a show last week because this little thing blew out on me because the cat, me, spilled Guinness on it.
Oh, I see.
I'm just blaming the cat. So
that sounds like every school boy in Ireland has a similar kind of thing. The cat, dropped Guinness all over my paper. That's the reason I can't bring it in. So
it's very true. So we had to cancel.
I was told Guinness is good, but apparently
not for electronics.
Okay.
No.
So
we had to postpone the show, and we're back now, of course. And it's been a long week for me. I went out, I think, every night this week except Wednesday night, where I slept for 12 fucking hours.
Jesus.
12 hours.
Sure you didn't have a coma? Is that what that was?
Well, it pretty much felt like it. So we went out on Monday night. We went to Phoenix, myself and Brittany. We went to see Kimbra live. Kimbra, for anybody who doesn't know, great artist. She's the backup singer in the Gotcha song, Somebody That I Used to Know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Beautiful voice, beautiful woman. Oh, beautiful woman. Where was I? Okay, yeah. Beautiful, great performer. But I did just have this one moment while I was there. Brittany was like, I want to go over and get a t-shirt. And I was like, okay, go on, spend my money. I'll throw cash out for a t-shirt. Let my girl have a good time. And
you'll give her a good time, but you won't give me the check.
No. The money is resting in the account, Johnny. We'll get there. Don't worry.
We're letting it accrue interest.
Exactly. But she was standing in line, and I was like, I'm going to go look at the drum kit on the stage again because my heart is palpitating. I'm in love with this thing. So just out of the corner of my eye, I see like a dress, and I'm like, ugh. And then in the last second, when I go to turn away, I was like, wait, why is there a beard with that dress? Turn around. It's I'm a little woodchuck and I'm a little woodjack and I'm okay, and he's there in a dress. And for me, I'm just my reaction is quite literally.
The man wanted to be a lumberjack.
He wanted, well, man.
Oh God.
Woman. Oh wow. Hey, look, we have
somebody just woke up.
We have incoming. But so anyway, to get on with the story, I was just like, then Brittany was just kind of like, why, you make you uncomfortable? And I was like, no, it doesn't make me uncomfortable. It's just, it is a kind of a shock to see, you know. More power to you. The way I look at it, if you were brave enough to go walk in the streets, the mean streets of downtown Phoenix, as a dude with a beard, wasn't trying. No trying here whatsoever. Like, I mean, I can understand with some, like, Blair White. Is it Blair White? The trans chick dude became a woman.
I have no idea.
Dark room, you would never know.
Am I not going to be able to... Am I not on mic?
Oh, you are on mic. Hang on, I got to turn your headphones up. There we go.
Oh.
Yeah,
because the
I can
headphones
hear
are
you.
off.
I was just going to say, for Women's History Month, can you not do that voice whenever you are reenacting a woman speaking, especially me?
No, absolutely. You really sound sleepy over there. And now you have a cat crawling across you. Great, we have a sleepy woman in here now who's just going to come in and derail the show.
Josh's biggest takeaway from that night was a man wearing a dress in 2023. Oh,
no, it wasn't my biggest takeaway, and I understand that men have been doing this forever, but that wasn't my biggest takeaway. It was just like, there was a part of me that was
have you met the Scottish?
There was a part of me that was quite literally, You know what? There is an element of bravery to this. I mean, if you walk around in Phoenix, downtown Phoenix, bad old area, as a dude with a beard in a dress, looking like you're going off to build a dam with what's his name, the fellow with the ox, Paul Bunyan.
But think of it this way, no? Like, I mean, like David Bowie, like 2 years before he made it big, he was going down through London wearing dresses. Like,
oh, I know that.
What I mean? So.
Yeah, well, Bowie.
Each their own, I suppose.
Yeah. To each their own, yes. But
Clothing
I mean,
doesn't have a gender.
So the way I look at it is,
is this that Blair White person you were talking about?
Blair White. Yeah. You would never know that's a dude.
Yeah.
You know,
shit.
That's real gorgeous. Care. You know, gorgeous. Yeah, good looking.
True. I mean,
so were you more upset the fact that he didn't shave the beard off?
I think that's what you're really worried about.
I think there was a bit of that.
Like, if you're gonna put on the dress, put in the effort to shave the beard.
I think
at least some lipstick, something.
Well, yeah. Look, if I'm going to take you home, at least let me believe.
At least eat me.
Let me believe for a minute, will you?
That's what he just said. Right
oh, right. But,
did you hear him?
But no, the way it was for me then, I was kind of like, all right, that's fine. I really don't have a problem with it. But you can't have a problem with me then if I just think it's a little out of the ordinary. And I just kind of go, It's not like I went over and hate crime the guy or girl. You know, I didn't do that.
You didn't pick out
Irish
stones
Catholic.
and just start throwing them at him. And,
well, I couldn't find a stone. I was in a concert venue. But
that's true. You know, I mean, that's probably a thing that all Irish Catholics are probably going to be out there thinking, like, oh, God.
Well, it
man
is.
in a beard wearing a dress. So, like, this is strange.
It is weird to me because, I mean, I remember going to school back in the 90s, the dear old 90s. Actually, this is the early 2000s. And somebody lost a bet for a forfeit and had to wear a dress to school the next day. We're an all-boys school, but he didn't even get past the main doors. The brothers kicked him out. That'll tell you how schooling is in Ireland, by the way. The brothers. Johnny will remember that.
the family wouldn't let him, huh?
No, the brothers. Like the
the
Christian
church.
brothers.
Oh, God.
Kicked him out.
First Irishman in space without a suit. Like, there's usually just haul him out the door.
Yeah. Well, that's different, I'm sure, because Catholics are real strict about their
Oh, we could
and
be.
stuff,
They were kind of fast and loose with children, but you know, I mean, I guess
And
rules for thee, but not for me.
And don't have an abortion, but we'll take your babies and bury them alive in the back of his church.
You look at
that's
it,
true,
you
too.
look at it that way now too, but like I mean,
Not bury them alive. I don't know
that
about
time
that.
was
but-
still pretty much in the 50s and another way for the mentality. Like,
Yeah.
it was only just starting to change over into, like, I'd say probably the Celtic Tiger was probably the thing that really kind of they became more Americanized after that. You know,
Yeah,
they became
and
a
I
little bit
think
more open for. But then again, we were the first one out to have like a gay prime minister and everything. You know?
Oh
So it's
God,
like,
don't talk about that moron. He's a dunce.
I don't care if he's a moron or not. I'm just saying.
He's a bad prime minister.
You still
Wait.
can't
But
take
it's still
away the fact.
progressive,
You
yeah.
can still say that and showing the progression from what that would be like.
Yeah.
Look,
To
I
where
don't.
they used to be lynched and fucking murdered to where that woman became a prime minister.
I'm sorry, I can't get into progressive politics and say that somebody just because they are the way they are is a good choice for a job. Varadkar might be gay,
it's not
but
like
he's
a
an
good
awful
We're
prime
not saying it was like a good
Some
choice.
merit.
But it's just a progression of like humanity. Like to see how far you've come to be like, oh, now like people are accepting of it. They don't really care.
So,
It's more
okay,
just
so
a-
let's go back to the original thing. So
We've been
the fella in the
accepting-
dress with the
accepting
beard
forever.
was upsetting you. Well, so what was going on with that?
Yes, he was in my face upsetting me. He was like, "Feel me, teach me, do things to me."
What was this, Hellraiser? What the fuck? I've I've got such sights to show you.
Did he start like puking out like pea soup and everything?
Yeah.
Like,
No. Again, the
Or
whole
was the man just waiting in line for a fucking T-shirt?
No, he was waiting in line for another dress. I'm sure is what he was doing. But
were they giving him
my
away?
point was
the
that
T-shirt? The T-shirt was like extra large. Was that the case? Like,
my point is after seeing the
Yeah, was he just trying to dress up as Alvin and the Chipmunks?
Yeah, let's all jump for a joke. Come on.
Well, yeah,
my point is
that you shouldn't have a point.
Oh my God! My point is that, and I will expound on this. I will expound on the point and
that's a good.
That's a good accent to take, right?
Yeah, I know, right?
While you're making your point.
Very progressive.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, he was very progressive. He progressed across half of Europe before somebody stopped him. But no, my point is that okay, it's a little weird to me. I'm perfectly fine with it. It doesn't bother me. Mm-hmm. It is weird to me. It's never not going to weird me out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but fair dues. You can do that. You can be weird and let your freak flag fly or whatever it is. I don't care. That's fine with me.
Yeah.
Just don't rub my face in it ever. Don't.
I get what you're saying. You're saying, you know, if
and allow
else...
me to be a little. If it's like I come around the corner and there's somebody there and you gotta go.
Yeah.
You know, it's that situation. So
Except
we just
he was
lost
wearing
all
a
our
dress.
viewership, by the way.
Yeah, everybody's gone.
Yeah, 'cause
Don't worry about it.
I can see where you're coming from, though.
Yeah.
You're saying that
Thank you.
If other people can express themselves and be fine with it, you know, if you're weirded out by it still,
But then again,
so long as you're not like offended and actively like fucking trying to like harm
but
them or
then again,
anything.
that
But
was-
if you have that reaction, because I've got the same thing sort of like with PDA. I think people with public displays of affection look over, you see two people just fucking sucking face, you're kind of like, oh god.
Yeah.
You know? Even though I'm sure everybody here has made out with somebody before.
Yeah, of course.
The married man with fucking kids and the other married couple.
I have kids. Oh no!
But when you
Cats.
see it in public, you're
Yeah.
just kind of like, oh shit, I wasn't expecting that. Like you're kind of
Yeah. It
know,
is. It
was
is
weird.
that.
But then again, like growing up in Ireland, you wouldn't come around every corner and find some fella wearing a dress with a beard.
Exactly.
Like, so,
Well,
I mean,
you probably
that-
would today.
Well, by the time you were there, like that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
you're
no.
part of your environment too, growing up. Like.
I mean, like I grew up with a bunch of weird people. I mean, like I think there was a lot of psychological damage with a lot of people I grew up with.
Did
And
they pay their bills?
They were teenagers.
people you
No,
grew
I'm
up-
just talking. So that means like if I asked them for a check, they would give it to me. Like,
Oh my
what?
God, with the
Jonathan,
check.
it's not there. It's not happening. Forget the check.
This is your second time in a year being on. What do you really think you're going to make off of this?
I was like,
was it?
I didn't know you'd unionized.
Yeah. He was like, until I get that 32 cents, I'm not coming back on.
35 now. It is.
Oh, that's true. It's been about a year now.
Excuse me. This show is based
Inflation rate.
off of traffic, and currently we are we're a blip on the landscape of the algorithm.
Yeah, we
so
got the traffic of Montana, so it's really not that bad.
So moving on, what happened anyway?
So anyway, no, that was great. Kimber was great. Really recommend checking her music
There
out.
was a guy with a dress on.
There was a guy with a dress on. I'm just saying it like
mean,
I'm just saying it like it's 80 degrees outside in Paradise. By the way, Paradise is coming back. It's 80 degrees outside, and there was a man with a dress on. Just a matter of fact. It's just is what it is. I'm cool with it. This all led up to my 12 hours of sleep because the next night we went out and played trivia, and I don't know if anybody knows this, but Brittany is the worst person in the world, and I have to throw my hands up here.
Just in
I am-
general?
No.
Yeah, he just
No,
said
I
that.
just
I love
the
you.
worst person in the
I love you
world.
too, babe.
I just have to throw my hands up here too as well. We as a couple are the worst. Both of us on our own are quite funny. When we get together, we kind of just suck the funniness out of each other and just become. But we cannot pick for the life of us a funny name for a trivia team. We just kept going with West of Waterford. We just keep going up because I just default like nothing is funny.
kept going with that.
No, I kept doing it because nothing is funny to me. Anything she throws out there is shit, and then anything I throw out there is also dog shit.
So you did man in a dress. I mean,
Yep.
put them first.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to base it on trivia questions like we missed or something.
Yeah, we're going to try
Man in
and
the
do-
mirror.
Oh, I know what we
Man
could
in the
do.
dr-
I
No,
know
Man
we-
in the Box.
Hey,
What's it called? Not Pearl. Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
I'm the man in the dress.
Yeah. Here you go.
There you are.
I think I know what we can do our trivia name based off of maybe the mustache round. Like maybe we could do like porn stash or like Dr. Phil.
You see, this is what I put up with.
Dr.
Was
Phil.
anybody laughing?
Dr. Phil's.
Again, I'm not.
Dr. Phil's.
I'm
dot,
not.
dot, dot.
Mine are not much better because mine are just modulations of hers, and they're even worse. We're not good. But on the other hand, we're not bad at trivia. When it comes to the science, Brittany kicks ass. When it comes to the science
I
questions,
told you the name a long time ago that your podcast should have been An Irishman and a Brit.
that's
Bam.
actually good.
There you go.
What's wrong with that?
No junk, but a little play on words. I think it'd be good.
She just walked out. She apparently had issues. I don't know. But anyway,
Bathroom issues?
no. I think she's just. Oh no, she's back. She needed water.
Oh, she brought some fucking moonshine.
Oh,
That's what it is.
yeah.
She brought a big old jug.
Brittany's here to party. She just.
yeah.
I hope that was on camera. Just that. Do
I'm
that little
pretty
lean
sure-
back
I'm
again,
pretty
if you wouldn't mind, please. Do your moonshine.
Because isn't that the official way to
I
drink?
wish I had like the little hook.
Oh,
that
you don't
right
have
there.
it.
Moonshine.
Yeah.
The moonshine shuffle.
Rested over the elbow.
That's nice. I like that. Okay.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, then of course, all out then.
Brittany party's hard for like growing up in a Mormon family or whatever.
Actually, it's funny you say that because my
Oh,
dad.
hang on. Sorry. Hang on. I thought you were leaving, so I turned your mic off. I'll turn it on
There you
again.
go.
Sorry.
I said, actually, it's funny you say that because I was just thinking, oh damn, I gotta figure out what my dad's huge moonshine bottle.
I thought you were
that
going to go
he
with something
had.
else there, but
He
okay.
had one, like a huge ceramic one, like in his office
I've got.
for like decoration.
Oh,
Sure, yeah.
I don't know if my 1 gallon
But
jugs
he did.
have
He
it.
showed me how you were supposed to drink it to and everything.
I've got 4 1-gallon jugs that I was brewing beer with, and
Oh,
I think
cool.
they've got the little finger
That
handle
little
on there.
tiny
Yeah.
ring.
Well,
that
like
you-
the twist and.
Yeah, it's got the little finger handle on there, so like you can probably flip it over there. I'll have to bring
Yeah.
it sometime. I'll bring some white lightning that some of my buddies whipped up.
White lightning.
Lightning.
One of my coworkers literally has a still, and he made some like 98%
Oh, damn.
potato shine once, and it was, I mean,
Oh, potato
terrifying.
shine. You mean poutine?
Vodka.
Poutine.
Poutine, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
no,
ever,
yeah,
do you ever
it
drink?
was just moonshine based.
Yeah.
Potatoes.
Great thing about drinking poutine is it just makes you want to kill yourself while you're drinking it. It tastes like ass.
It was terrible.
It's awful.
Plus, it was like literally 98%. So you take like one little swig,
Well, you could
and
go
like
blind
it,
drinking that stuff.
yeah, it
You could
evaporates
literally go
off of your
blind.
lips so
Yeah.
fast, it like freezes your lips almost.
Yeah, no, it's
Just like
it's
pure
painful.
alcohol.
Yeah,
like
it literally is.
isopropyl
Like you could
alcohol.
clean electronics with that shit.
Drink
We were like, what the fuck
You could
is
clean
this?
medical equipment.
Yeah,
with it.
we were like,
Right.
what the hell is this? He's like, yeah. He's like, I think I left it in the still a little bit too long.
So you're
He's
saying
like,
there's a chance?
yeah, that could be.
Okay, fantastic.
Depends.
You
The
could-
corrosion's probably set in that one already, but
I have a really nice battery cell for a clock.
Yeah.
You know, there's your science experiment, kid.
Yeah.
So the other thing, big thing, Brittany and I got a new addition to the house or the apartment or the studio. We live in a studio, people. I sleep under this console, but we finally went out. We went out and bought a PlayStation 3. Ooh,
hell
didn't
yeah,
see that
dude!
coming,
I
did
remember
you?
that in high school.
Yeah, exactly.
2008.
Well, now I mean, with the combination, I have a PlayStation 7 in the room, but
That's not how it works.
I know. But
and
I
a
have to.
360.
But I have to go out and find a PS2. I think I know where I'm going to get one. It's down the street again, Merchant Square.
Yeah, shit, I got one at my dad's house.
And to light a fire under my ass in order to do that, I went off and I ordered the first 2 Metal Gear Solid games. The first one being on PlayStation 1, which we can play now because it'll be on PS3.
Yeah.
And Metal Gear Sons of Liberty is arriving today. It's probably outside the door right now,
Yeah.
actually, for
Those
PS2.
are the only 2 I think that they have not actually made like PlayStation 3 or modern adaptations for or anything like that, which sucks.
Well, there was Metal Gear Solid 2, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
but-
what. Yeah, that's what he's
4
talking
was on 3.
about. Yeah.
On the 3. So,
remember
But
that,
yeah.
like the actual Metal Gear Solid and the Metal Gear Solid 2, like Guns of what is it?
Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty. Yeah. Those 2 I think are only available on PlayStation 2, which sucks.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
PlayStation, I think, for the first one and PlayStation.
It blows.
But they made a pack because I know I've got it on PlayStation 3 on the disc. They made an HD pack for like the
Yeah.
newer ones, and it came with the original Nintendo fucking version.
Really?
NES.
Oh, wow.
It came. Yeah, it literally came with Metal Gear and then Metal Gear 2 that were originally for the NES, and then it's got the third game, one of the PlayStation Portable games, I think, and then like Metal Gear Solid 4 or something
Nice.
like that.
Cool.
Great.
But I was just like, why the fuck didn't you guys include the first 2? Because those were like the iconic ones.
Yeah, they are
Right,
the
right,
iconic ones.
yeah.
That's probably why.
But Brittany and I have also now taken to playing Tomb Raider 2, the original PlayStation 1 game
Oh
from
yeah,
'97.
with the big old diagonal pixelated
Oh
boobies.
boy, Brittany has a
It was
Brittany.
like a Madonna throwback.
Yeah, the pixels were so bad back then.
It's very blocky. Yes. I mean,
It's like every
I think
13-year-old boy's dream. Like, 2 meters hot.
Minecraft is quite literally less pixelated, and that thing is literally just pixels.
Yeah.
Well, they're all just pixels. What am I saying? But
Aren't we all just pixels, John?
But
This is all
watching
simulation.
Brittany, because like for me, the game is imprinted in my mind because I've played it all my life since I was a kid.
All my
Yeah.
life,
All my
straight
life.
out the womb.
Straight out the womb. Yeah.
Playing Tomb Raider.
Womb Raider.
Playing Tomb Raider out? Yeah. Womb Raider. Oh, God. That's
Womb
Tim on
Raider.
the weekend.
That's those red states trying to ban abortion.
Yeah. The Womb Raiders.
Wait, that's what
That'd be the blue
conservatives
state.
call
Yeah.
the
No, that
people
would
trying
be
to.
Womb Invader.
Womb
Yeah.
Invader.
That would be definitely.
You just play as a hanger.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're like the baby trying to get away from the hanger. Like it's
That'll be good
There
too.
is a video game.
That's definitely on Newgrounds already.
There's a video game. I forget the name of it, but literally, it's like a multiplayer game where like 4 people play as a bunch of babies, and their whole goal is to basically like kill themselves or get into like damage.
yeah. I
And
know
one
you're
person
talking-
plays the adult,
it's
and you have to
called-
like try and wrangle up these fucking
it's just
babies and
called
keep them.
like Baby Simulator.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh my god.
But like it seems so much fucking fun because I've
is,
seen
yeah.
some like let's plays of it. People are just like
Yeah.
crawling around and like the baby will find like a hammer or a fork
Yes, it's
and then like
so
start
Like,
crawling
stabbing
to an
himself.
outlet and shit. And like the babysitter has to go over there and like take the fucking fork away and like put him back in the crib and shit. Meanwhile, the other ones are like scattering around the house.
That's great. I think I've seen a part of that before. I'm not
Horribly.
sure.
Horrible
there's
game.
one of the
another-
baby picks up the Tide stuff and starts.
Yeah, there's like Drano and bleach that they're drinking
No, that's
shit.
that's the expansion pack.
The babies win if like the babies get themselves killed, and the babysitter wins if they keep them safe for a certain amount of time.
Oh, no.
Very progressive.
Yeah.
Very progressive.
It might be either called Baby Simulator or like Dad Simulator because I think you like play as like a dad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'll look
Like,
it up.
Daddy,
but
I'm
man,
gonna
it's just like a hilarious game.
No,
I'm just
'cause-
like, man, if that's not the power of freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Oh, but that was like the one when you could actually put the face of your boss or something and you could go hunting them.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
that years back?
that was an old
Same
one.
fucking thing, yeah.
That was an old like JavaScript game. I remember
That
that. one.
sounds
It's
great,
like
too.
Murder Your Boss
Oh,
Simulator or something.
do you remember that other like that game that was super violent, even though it was like very like rudimentary like cartoon illustrations of like ways to kill your boss?
Oh
And
yeah,
you like run
yeah.
through
There was
like
something like that.
you would click, you just click on something, and then you'd use different objects in his office to like kill his boss when he walked in. It
That's
was
great.
brutal. But if it's the same game that I'm thinking of that you're talking about, no, that's not it.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not babysitter. I think it's just baby, like dad, like
Baby Daddy.
baby daddy.
Baby Daddy.
No, Super
Baby Daddy.
Mega. I think Super Mega has played
All right.
that game
Oh, have they?
as well.
Oh,
But watching Brittany, like,
I think it's just called
look at the pixels is hilarious when it comes to because she's so used to like AAA gaming with the
Analog
beautiful
stick.
graphics and all that.
Right.
And analog sticks, yes.
Being able to use a fucking analog.
The lack of an analog stick scares her.
Yeah, video game.
Oh, that was like me when I got the PlayStation 2 and you could actually play the PlayStation 1 games in it.
Yeah.
So I had the analog stick trying to get the person to move. No, you have
No.
to use the arrows.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's why they're all going around clunky. They don't do nothing like, right?
Oh,
tank controls.
Controlling Lara Croft is quite literally like, as Brittany put it, it's like controlling a bus.
It's called tank controls.
She got or tank controls, yeah. But she's got a
That's what
good
it is.
bus of an ass. What are we looking at here?
Who's your daddy? That's the
Yes.
game.
Oh, that's
I
the
knew
game.
it had something daddy in
Who's
it.
Your Daddy is a casual multiplayer game featuring a clueless father attempting to prevent his infant son from certain death. Play with up to 7 friends and test your parenting skills
See,
in a
I've only
competitive
seen it
setting.
one.
Yeah.
That's funny though.
It
So
looks hilarious.
So basically, they're actually proving the point it takes a village to raise a kid. Like,
Yeah.
right?
Pretty much.
Or at least a village idiot at this point.
But I just remember, I forget who I was watching, but the Let's Play of it was just like
Oh, yeah, it was
pure
pure
fucking
fucking
chaos.
chaos.
And they're just like, look, I got a hammer. And they're like, where the fuck did you get that? Like, give me that. And then like all of a sudden one of them's got a fork and they're walking towards an outlet. And he's like, no. And then the baby just fries. And I was just
Yeah,
like,
when,
how did this get approved? I'm like, how did anybody allow this
yeah,
to
like
go
Matt,
on?
how
like
did
when
anything
Matt
get
and
approved?
Ryan played on Super Mega, like he'd be like, Daddy, I'm gonna drink this bleach, Daddy.
God.
I'm gonna feed him gasoline so he goes faster.
That's good.
Yeah, I know it's Game Grumps.
But no, that's good.
Still funny. Okay, cool. So that wasn't chaotic at all. We are gonna move rather swiftly along after a quick commercial break. I mean very quick. If you have something like if you want to grab a beer or anything, if you need to grab anything, now is the time to do it because we are taking a quick commercial break and we will be right back after this. You keep it here on the West of Waterford Podcast.
You were listening to the West of Waterford Podcast.
Faith and Begora. A wise man once said that wetness is nothing without water. We at Shore Beverages agree. That is why you will experience the best hydration, the scientific term for wetness, while enjoying our products. All of our drinks are made with the freshest water sourced from the River Shore. At the stunning hamlet of Carrick onshore, we source the natural beauty of the land's nourishment for you to enjoy, right to the last drop. Shore Beverages. Taste the Shore. All Shore beverages have a variable salt limit due to the tidal nature of the River Shore. Please enjoy Shore beverages responsibly and in moderation. May cause high blood pressure and severe dehydration. Please consult your doctor should blood appear in your stool.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Democracy simply doesn't work.
And we are back with the West of Waterford Podcast here on your Saturday afternoon live. Everybody is crowding back into the studio from the fastest commercial break you've ever seen in your life.
I'm complain to my union rep. These breaks are atrocious.
I know. Well, if you want to help me make them longer, because I have to make everything myself.
I'm going to add that to other complaints I'm going to have when not getting paid and everything, you know.
Of course. Brilliant. Yes, let's all jump on the guy who created all of this.
I know, he set it up 100%. We just come in here like, hey, we brought beer, we're just drinking, right? Josh, you got it all set up? Good, you fuck.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm slaving away. Where's my money? Resting in the account, Johnny. It's resting there. Yeah. Come on. Give me a break.
Well, if I don't do this, he hits me.
No, it's true. I just layer into her. It is time for your news segment on this Saturday afternoon, and the first story of this week we have a married lunch lady, 31, accused of grooming 14-year-old Connecticut student for months on social media.
All right, I can't be here for that. It's too close to home.
Hey, Brittany, there you go. Got you.
A married Connecticut lunch lady has been accused of grooming a 14-year-old boy for months over social media before sexually assaulting him in her SUV.
Jesus.
Police officers called him the luckiest boy ever lived.
What?
It's like that South Park episode.
Horrible joke. God.
It's like the South Park episode.
Yeah.
Nice.
See, that's the reason I'm trying to get paid before they close you down.
because once YouTube stops it all,
No,
Johnny's like, that whole fucking 50 cents I would have earned, it's gone.
So, police launched their investigation into Andy Razafort, 31, after administrators at the New Fairfield High School reported learning of a possible inappropriate relationship between an employee and a student. He's 14, so yeah, we're talking inappropriate here, but the question is...
Was she hot?
Is she hot?
Yeah.
She's a lunch lady.
Nope.
So...
Nope.
Well,
as I say, she looked like Chris Farley, the Adam Sandler song.
By the way, she's married.
Oh, wow.
How do you feel being that husband?
Jesus. Yeah.
Devastating. Wait. Aside from
outdone by a 14-year-old.
Aside from the pedophilia.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
A 14-year-old has better game than I do.
I know. And then you got to think about it, being like, wow, I married a pedophile? Like, what the fuck? Where did I go wrong in life?
So all those years of playing Who's My Daddy didn't work out, like?
It really rewired something up in there, messed her up. God.
So let's get into this again.
This is why we're never gonna get fucking paid.
That's what I'm saying.
This is why YouTube's never gonna pay us, even if it's got like 1 million views. They're like, fuck no advertising is
not happening. Nope.
I'm sorry. I'm just reporting the news here. I'm a newsman now.
Yeah.
A married Connecticut lunch lady has been accused of grooming a 14-year-old boy.
Oh.
Stop the presses, Johnny.
Yeah. Send it out. God, that's messed up.
The father of one of the victim's friends told administrators his child believed their friend was sexually assaulted by Razafort. I don't believe that it was put quite in those terms. I think the 14-year-old banging that lunch lady. I think it was more like that. At a January 13th party, the victim told his friends he would be back. But when he returned, his friends felt his behavior was off. According to an affidavit, the student said Rutherford, who had been working as a lunch aide in New Fairfield, blah, 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 blah.
So she never gave him the cookie? Is that what happened?
She gave him the pie.
It sounds like she gave him a little bit of both.
Yeah. Sweet cherry pie.
Did she perform oral sex on him? Nice. Nice.
Well, he got the cherry pie and she got the Tootsie Roll.
God.
Okay, now maybe I'm going to hell.
Maybe?
According to...
You like a sloppy Joe?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to see if she looks like that because the picture is coming.
Check the visual.
We have a picture coming. I'm moving very, very slowly towards it. So the student of Rossford said working as a lunch aide, was always talking to freshman boys on social media. Ladies and gentlemen, let me make sure that everybody at home can see this. Give me 1 second. I know it's the wild internet thing, but just give me a break here. All right. Move that bus! Damn!
Not bad. Not bad looking for a lunch aide. I was expecting something way worse.
Conversation makes me want to...
We gotta find this 14-year-old boy and give him the luckiest boy in America badge.
Yes, I got him.
Meanwhile, the husband is on the bridge like no one cares.
Yep.
I think the husband just had to kind of like, disappear into the ether of America. He's probably in the Midwest.
After that? I mean, what do you do after your wife comes out as like being a pedophile?
He's just sitting in a bar, just like, and that guy comes up to him, hey, aren't you that? Don't you say another word to me.
Yeah.
He turned into Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, get the fuck off of my lawn.
Don't you talk to me like that. And then
that sucks.
Just one bad night at a gin mill, and then suddenly he turns into Rambo.
No, I was thinking now he'd be like some honky tonk, like playing a piano thing. You would cry too if it happened to you.
Yeah.
It ain't easy being a lunch lady's wife. So Rutherford followed the victim on Instagram. This is why I got rid of Instagram. And told him to add her on Snapchat as well. Ooh. And Tim telling me last night to get to Snapchat.
I know, I was about to say, that's like a huge red flag. Everybody sends like nude pics and shit over Snapchat. That's what it was meant for.
Ugh.
Why would you tell a 14-year-old to download that?
The victim told police he received a message from his 8th grade
Josh?
lunch aide. Yes?
There's a cat shitting in front
Tim,
of the TV.
Added me on Snapchat. Should we be concerned?
I trust Tim, but let's keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
I was a little bit. I was actually hesitant. I was like,
yeah. That's good. Maybe we'll stop whipping it out in public now. You can send it to you privately.
Like I only got it for one friend.
Yeah.
To chat with. Amanda.
Scotland. Oh, Amanda.
No, Amanda, because
I would have thought maybe Scottish girl.
Man, you and Amanda are sending nudes, huh? That's
okay, now I may have to get on Snapchat.
we are scissor sisters.
Johnny's just like, this is all very...
It's all very reminiscent of another night.
You told me you were going to pay me.
This is all very juvenile.
We did trick Johnny into coming here. We told him there was a check waiting for him.
No, but I gotta say, like, that went in my head. I'm like, I don't know. Because that's what I associate Snapchat with, too, as well.
That was kind of like when it first came out. That was the thing, like, people were doing. But then it just became, like, its new, like, filter.
Now your fucking, like, mom is on it, like, everybody
it's
has
just
Snapchat.
any other
It's the
social
same with
media.
Facebook. Facebook started out that way, and now it's just ads.
Yeah.
But that kid was like 12 the last time I got paid from you. Like.
Ads and minion memes.
He really is harping on his paycheck. Okay,
I'm about to slip. You just have a $1 bill. Let's just pay this.
I kind of feel like just handing him something here.
Here you go, Johnny. Dump this out for 10 seconds. Whatever comes out, they
here. What you asked for earlier, 35 cents. Well, here's 50.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's got a pretty tight bottleneck on it, so not much will come out in 10 seconds.
Exactly. That's so much.
That's
we can get paid.
So
that's how much we got paid for the last however many years.
The victim told police he received a message from his 8th grade lunch aide. 8th grade lunch aide. It's going to be a new rap song. It's going to be a new sensation sweeping the child halls on social media that said, "You want to see something?" Rutherford then sent the boy a nude photograph of herself, like dishing up lunch. Like she trespassed on school property and was like serving up lunch in the nip.
That's not true.
Just laying naked on a bed of chicken nuggets.
Government.
She's gonna, like,
those square pizzas.
No, yeah, I was gonna say, like, well, Depends on your school. They might be big sliced triangles. Maybe she needed that one.
Government grade.
But they all had that same kind of cheese that I don't think actually is a dairy product.
Is that fake sort of like it was like almost a military ration pizza.
Yeah.
I remember in high school.
Yeah.
It's like that craft stuff, the
Yeah.
processed.
Like the dough was like, you could tell it just been frozen for like a decade, and they just popped it into a fucking heat oven.
The victim then asked if Roosevelt had sent the photo by mistake. Okay, this kid's obviously a retard. He's like, do you want to see something? Sure. Sorry, did you send that by mistake? I'm sorry. Did Christmas come in July? I mean, come on.
I really like watching you drink your chocolate milk.
He's 14, Brittany, not 4.
I thought you had a real mustache.
He's
for a
not
second
actually
there.
Ike. He's not Ike from South Park. The victim then asked for, to which she replies by sending a second nude of herself, according to the affidavit. The kid still didn't get it and asked, I think you're sending these to the wrong person. I can't possibly be this lucky. She then allegedly asked the teen to send her nude photographs of himself. Oh, yeah, because who doesn't want to see, that little... God. His room is...
I'm just looking in here. For months, this has been going on.
Yeah. Now...
Good Lord.
Now, here's the thing. What is sexy about a 14-year-old? The room is covered in, like...
Nothing. Unless you're,
like,
like, fucking mentally ill like this bitch was.
Yeah,
obviously.
of course. There's nothing to... Like, ew.
Yeah.
Ew. Just... Ugh. I remember myself at 14. I was disgusting.
I actually need to get paid more to be listening to this, to be honest.
Yeah, seriously, can you please pay for a therapy session? Like,
yeah,
this
we're all
woman?
going to be traumatized.
or at least like a spa day.
Anyway,
To subject us
so
to
for
all
months,
this awful
Ross
stuff.
Forward's
It's either like stories like this of like sexual assault, people dying, and like what else?
Well, what else would you talk
Deaths
about?
and like sexual assaults.
What else would you
and-
talk about? This is what's going.
Oh, and then plane
This is what's
disasters.
This is what's going on in the world, and there will be a plane story coming up, by the way.
I was gonna have a plane story.
Gotta have a plane story.
Something involving transportation.
Yeah,
Planes, trains, or automobiles.
Yeah,
That's
the
our main
boys love
coverage.
it.
It's very good.
Yeah.
That's what we should call ourselves, the Planes, Trains, and Automobiles podcast.
Yeah.
Next guest,
One
John
way or
Candy. Oh, wait.
Right, so the kid will be voting by the time this is finished. Go on, keep it
Probably.
going.
So, yeah. Oh, yes. Pick the victim up at a party at a friend's house. Could just imagine she's driving like a crappy Toyota Corolla. Like, like every time she starts, fan belt is falling off.
The choice of pedophile car, Toyota Corolla.
That's not what you drive, is it?
Nope,
No.
Nissan Sentra.
Oh, okay, all right. The choice of the classy pedophile.
Upper crust.
Yeah. If they've got paid a little bit more, it's a Camry. They'll go up a tier.
It's premium level, right?
Yeah.
They were helping her. They were
gas.
helping him to block her on social media when they saw messages. Blah blah blah. Explicit content was found. Shirtless photograph. Okay, she was She was released on a $100,000 bond and will appear in court next March.
$100,000.
And her husband,
as a lunch lady,
who paid that bail, by the way.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, well, it wasn't the husband.
Say that she had bail
It
posted.
could have been the husband.
She released on bail.
Oh wow.
We were just making the point that the husband is now in the Midwest in a gin mill somewhere, just sitting there very quietly, keeping his head down with his brand new beard that he's just growing
Wearing
in.
a dress.
Wearing a dress, yes. Nobody will know it's me.
Yep.
You can hide a child under this dress.
Don't know.
Don't believe me? Take a look and see.
Her husband was done for trafficking children across under
I
his
have
dress.
a 12-year-old down here just sucking my dick all night.
All right, okay. Holy shit.
That's how he hangs on.
We
there.
were towing the line. You just
See?
went full bore.
Fucking swan dive.
What a visual, though, right? It's like
Full bore.
Good God.
like a fucking.
Maybe you should have left the room until the story was done. Okay, just based on that, we're going to move on to the next story.
Latched on like a little.
God, enough.
Like a little kitten on a.
Okay, I'm
on
turning
a
her mic
udder
down.
from a cow. It's a cute thing to
Like
think
a
about.
sloth.
Oh, God.
Like a three-toed sloth on a tree branch.
Like a gerbil going after a water bottle.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It's adorable. See, I do this so you don't bring up these stories.
No, I bring up these stories because you do this.
Oh.
We're in a vicious cycle now.
Yeah.
Okay, the next story.
Codependent marriage.
She actually did yell that one time in frustration. Oh my God, we're codependent! It just made me laugh so hard.
I did. I said that.
Yeah, you shouted, you screamed out of your top of your lungs once.
Yeah, because bottle and a half of rosé.
You said I'm leaving, and you were like, you were like, I was like, you're not going anywhere without a debit card because she didn't have her own debit card.
Oh,
at the time.
yeah. I did like.
Oh my God, we're codependent.
I was like.
She wanted to go and buy something.
Honestly, I was literally such a piece of shit last year. Like in so many ways. Like I like didn't have like my car registered for like 400 days overdue.
Oh my God.
I lost my debit card and didn't have a debit card for like 8 months.
Yes.
Jesus.
Because I was just so overwhelmed with my job that I completely had no energy to function outside of it.
There is a reason.
Like I was a piece of shit.
There is a reason my debit card looks like a used broken whore. It just is fucking falling to pieces.
Yeah.
Still works. So
Yeah, because I lose mine before they get
like
to
a
that.
bearded man in a dress. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, just barely on the edge. Just about to fall apart.
God. No,
Let's not bring up the see.
Ugh.
Don't bring up the bearded man in the dress because now we know what's happening under there.
God, that's way worse. Actually,
Under
bring that up
the
to the
hood.
police. Actually,
Okay, we're gonna move on.
You've heard of 3 boys sacked in a trench coat, but have you heard of?
No, stop yourself right there. Jesus, where's my dump?
It's the best accessory.
Jesus. All right, what's
All
this
right.
next one?
Okay,
United passengers
sabotage the
tackle
whole
man
thing,
who
like,
allegedly tried to open emergency exit door.
Stab.
Stabbed flight attendant midair. Holy shit.
Were they flying
How'd
out
they
of
get the
plane or
knife?
something? Okay. So the suspect faces up to life in prison and a fine of up to $250,000.
Seriously, how'd they get a knife past TSA?
A
They
Leo
have
minister.
one job.
And they're not very good at it.
Clearly.
A Leo Minister, Massachusetts man on a United Airlines flight from Los Angeles, California to Boston, thanks for the geography lesson, to Boston, was arrested for allegedly...
It must have been to California you wrote this.
Leominster,
excuse me. Wow.
They love saying
Forgot you
direction.
lived there for a while. In Leominster.
You were born there, like.
I know I was born there. I don't affiliate with it much anymore.
Oh, I
though.
want a new fridge. That's nice.
Oh my God, she's looking at Spencer's. It was arrested for allegedly attempting to open an emergency exit door and attempting to stab a flight attendant in the neck. The U.S. Attorney's Office said Francisco Severo Torres. Ooh, I am Francisco Severo Torres. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Was what he said as he was stabbing at the flight attendant. 33 years old, has been charged with interference and attempted interference with a flight crew's members using a dangerous weapon. According to a press release, Torres was...
Doesn't he know a box cutter just works fine?
You know, we all found that out one glorious day in September.
I mean, not everyone can sit in first class. Like, you just have to kind of take it easy, like, you know.
It's United.
We're all out of cookies, sir. I don't know what to tell you. The cookies are gone. Fucking stabs the bitch.
We haven't served peanuts in many years.
Yeah.
We
Chicken
just
or
have
pasta?
these stale pretzels and these
Chicken or pasta?
Biscoff biscuits.
Chicken or pasta. I remember. I had the fish.
Yeah. You know what's fucking crazy about that peanut thing, though? I remember when I was flying during COVID, they had these displays like on Delta. They've got the TVs on the back of their seats in front of you, you know?
Right.
And they do this little fucking in-flight thing about the safety brief, you know,
Yeah,
before you
yeah,
fly.
yeah.
And one thing was talking about how their new, like, HEPA filters filter, like, you know, every fucking particle down to, like, the 1 in a billion or some crazy shit. And I was like... If that's the fucking case, and you could filter out all the fucking pathogens in the air, I was like, why the fuck can't you still give out peanuts? And yeah, and why are we wearing masks? I was just like, I can't have peanuts now because somebody could have an allergic reaction. But don't worry, we filter out all the COVID in the fucking air. With our super advanced filtration system.
Then Jason was forcibly removed.
It was bullshit.
Okay.
It was absolute bullshit.
Then Jason was forcibly removed from the flight for having an absolute mental breakdown.
Because I was in India and I was like, I'm from America, bitch. I was like, I've got rights. And they're like, you're not in America, sir.
Please return to your seat. The airplane is trying to take off.
Yeah. Ripped off my shirt. I just had a big old like fucking Texas star right there, and I'm like, America. Fucking
curry or curry?
You just take out your 2 like
that was it.
revolvers.
Yeah.
Sir, I can tell.
Somebody Sam up in here, motherfuckers.
Sir, I can tell from your accent you are not from Texas. You are clearly from Kansas.
Yeah, I was like,
it's like, damn, you guys.
You ain't in Kansas anymore.
yeah. And he's like, I'm a big Superman fan. That's how I know him.
Anyway.
Smallville was my favorite show.
Yeah. They do.
Now
They love the Superman.
Now we're getting into racist territory.
Yeah.
Have you seen the one where he flies around the world and it makes it spin around the other?
I have no idea what you're saying. Your accent is too thick, sir. Please return to your seat.
It's very funny.
Horribly
Take a
offensive.
penny, leave a penny.
Oh my God! Well, Johnny will take all the
We're
pennies
actually
if I
getting
give
like
them to him.
negative views here now.
Yeah. They're taking them away.
Actively.
YouTube's rolling them back.
In protest.
Yeah.
I'm turning it off in protest. I'm turning it off again.
So he was arrested on Sunday evening at Boston Logan International Airport after appearing in court. And after appearing in court, he was detained pending a hearing for March 9th. So, imagine they're good. The Connecticut school lady and here being the court at the same time. What you do? Tried to stab a flight attendant. What'd you do? Raped a child. I shouldn't be in here with you.
Yeah, Jesus.
There's some really bad people in here.
Peanut?
So, yes. During the final 45 minutes of the flight, crew members were alerted that a door between first class and the coach sections of the aircraft had been disarmed. When flight attendants inspected the door, they discovered the locking handle was moved out of the fully locked position and moved nearly a quarter of the way to the unlocked position. And this is an emergency door.
Yeah.
Okay, and they were at an altitude where actually this could... Now, it wouldn't decompress the aircraft. It wouldn't decompress the aircraft by any means, but it certainly would be an issue. Well, maybe for whoever wanted to jump out, like, you know. But at this point, the aircraft is basically, I think you're looking at it like a parachute diving aircraft. At that point, it's just like, open the... Okay!
Yeah.
You want to get to the ground, you know,
like 15,000 feet.
Yeah, it's one of those situations. So not really necessarily dangerous to the integrity of the aircraft. When the flight attendants inspected the door, yes. The flight attendants reported that he believed Torres tampered with the door after seeing him near the door moments before. When a flight attendant asked Torres about the door, he said, "Nah, what are you talking about, man?" He asked if cameras could prove. He asked if cameras could prove he had tampered with the door. Do airplanes have cameras on them?
I don't.
Are you telling me there's like a reserve of unclaimed footage of airplanes just diving into the ground that I haven't seen? I need to see that.
No, there's no way.
Tell you about my Sunday nights.
And just outside of the black box thing, I don't think they really have.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
but
that's
not
something
cameras.
for flight records.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like a privacy
I mean,
thing.
if they
bet
can't even
people
cook
see
food, there's no way they could have a camera there. Like,
yeah, they can't afford that shit.
Aha.
They're like an extra pound. God, that's gonna cost us like $100,000 a year in fuel to fucking fly that thing around. Fuck that.
Here is the smoking gun, as it were. Torres allegedly got out of his seat, approached two flight attendants standing in the aisle, and thrust toward one of them in a stabbing motion with a broken metal spoon.
Ha ha!
Ha ha!
That's not a knife.
That's the noise he made when he went, ha ha!
Yeah.
I see we've played Knifey Spoony before here.
That's because it hurts more.
Yeah. Because it's dull, you idiot.
That's just a fucking sport, my dude.
It's dull. It'll hurt more. Yeah. So that's that's the story of Mr. Torres trying to open a door in a plane where it wouldn't cause any damage, realistically, except maybe to the door. But the doors all come in and swing inwards anyway. It's not like a car door where it's going to be sheared off.
What the fuck was he doing anyways? Like,
don't know. Probably mentally ill. Look, I mean, where were they flying from? Where did it say the flight was coming from? I said thank you for the... from LA, so of course he was mentally ill.
He's looking for Josh to get paid. That was
oh, you and the pay.
That list is long.
It is a long
Getting
list.
long.
Yeah.
That's the whole flight actually was on people waiting to get paid.
Yeah.
Now
he just knew they were over Arizona. He's like, that bastard's down there somewhere. Fucking going after him.
I picked this story because it has quite literally the greatest headline of all time. Get ready for this. Double amputee carjacked at gunpoint in Cleveland has prosthetic... Oh, wow!
McAfee fucked you on that.
McAfee fucked me.
He's from hunting us from the grave.
What happened? What happened? Yeah, gonna go back. Okay. Double amputee carjacked at gunpoint in Cleveland has prosthetic legs stolen, wheelchair thrown in a ravine, and his car was later found after it had been set on fire.
Oh my god, this is not funny.
What in the hell?
What's going on in Cleveland?
God.
Rated R.
Police are looking for a 36-year-old man accused of carjacking a man with no legs last month, throwing him out of his car and leaving him on a set of train tracks.
Oh my God!
This is how I lost my legs in the first place.
Oh my
as
God.
well as dumping his wheelchair in a nearby ravine. Sorry, where are the ravines in fucking Cleveland, Ohio?
I don't know, but they found the one, I guess.
Driving.
They found the one.
Yeah, driving off with his prosthetic legs that were still.
Probably has a sign in wood and
God.
stuff says like nearby ravine.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah.
like the big
That's the old ravine that we used to go to in my summer days when I was a kid. And we'd be like, that's a nice ravine.
sponsored by Acme. You know, it's like-
All right, folks, come on, one at a time. It's just a cacophony.
Wheelchair ravine coming up ahead.
You're a cock.
I said cacophony, you illiterate
Yeah,
junkie.
she was just stating a fact, though.
Not really. It was irrelevant. I was
It
trying
was
to.
irrelevant.
Yeah, it was totally irrelevant.
Wow, did they? So this is still open. They haven't found any leads or suspects?
They're looking for him, apparently. The report states the victim was sitting in his 2000 Buick Regal at a friend's house around 10 p.m. to have work done on his car and on his legs and on his wheelchair.
How did somebody jack that, man?
Why didn't they just take the wheelchair and just figure, ha ha ha! You got prosthetic legs, you can walk.
Prosthetics legs.
Prosthetic legs. Yes, maybe I said prosthetic.
And when they catch him, then he won't have a leg to stand on.
This
right?
car? They were carjacking this thing. This fucking thing. Why were they stealing this from the guy? What were they gonna get? Like $300 in scrap metal? What the fuck?
They did set it on fire.
So this was a hate crime. They were just targeting this poor bastard. Be like, oh, you legless fuck, you think you can drive? Get the fuck off the road.
Oh my god. Oh, this gets better. So around midnight, the friend, who had been since identified as the suspect, and two other people got into the victim's car, pointed a gun to his head. The suspect directed the victim to drive to the 4000 block of Pearl Road, which apparently is ravine adjacent. Upon arriving, the suspect pistol whipped him in the head, and then the trio threw him out of the car onto nearby railroad tracks. Apparently, the suspect had told the victim, if the cold doesn't kill you, the train will. These are psychopaths!
Holy shit,
Holy
yeah, they
shit.
are.
Yeah, but you don't know what this double amputee did to this man's daughter, though.
This is true. Wow, okay, wow.
Sure, there's two sides to every story.
No, there is,
you never
yeah.
know.
Yeah, just because he has no legs doesn't mean he's not a bad person and he did something bad to deserve this.
He could have done some fucked up shit for the mob. That's
Yeah.
why he lost the legs in the first place.
That's true.
Listen, Stumpy.
Stumpy.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So-
what's your opinion? No legs?
This is definitely very personal. Definitely very personal. I think Brittany has a point here. The suspect then took the man's wheelchair and threw it into a ravine. Again, this ravine. I have to look at Google Maps. Can you get Google Maps and try to find a ravine in Cleveland?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm not a fucking wizard, Josh.
Why do you feel like there's not possibly a ravine in Ohio? What's wrong with
In Cleveland, in the 4000 block around Pearl Road. There we go. There.
What do you know so much about Ohio?
It's in the report!
Oh.
So it's Cleveland right there in the thing.
You're browsing as a guest. You are my guest.
I have to. Everything else is
You
linked
can
to
never
Britt's
leave.
accounts. Her fucking
Yeah.
like 8 various accounts that are on this
Yeah, I
computer.
know, yeah.
Or
I have
McAfee's
three.
actually expired on him. So
Yeah.
Because I had a school account.
Pearl Road, Cleveland, Ohio. Let's see. That's a fucking freeway.
Oh, interesting.
There's
Do
no
you have it also?
ravine.
Do you have it on guest and incognito? Because
If we find
No,
railroad tracks.
you're gonna get a lot of cookies on this.
Oh,
shit.
look! Big Creek,
cookies.
Big Creek calls are Jesus Christ, Big Creek Parkway. Okay, maybe that can house some kind of ravine.
I mean, coming from the Midwest, I can tell you there are ravines. There's like some pretty deep, like 50-foot spots. When you talk about the plains, it's not like it's literally a fucking like table.
We should just start having a ravine
it's
segment
just-
on the show.
Yes, a ravine
It's just
segment.
relatively
Today we're
flat.
going to show you a fine ravine that we found
look, mommy.
in Cleveland, Ohio.
The famous 20-foot Missouri ravine.
The Cleveland Gorge that Bart Simpson tried to jump
I would
across in
love
1991.
that. If you could like just
Aren't
talk
there some of
15
these that, like-
minutes about like.
Oh, where's the
ravines that
terrain
you're like,
one?
Yep, that's
Oh,
a nice ravine.
There you go. I was
Oh.
gonna say some of these you can get like terrain and shit. There we
So
go.
we like the fairly,
I'm amusing myself
tiny
over
canyon.
here.
Somebody have it.
Jason's given us terrain. He's going real.
This is getting
Oh
so.
shit! There really is a lot of deep pockets of land over there.
Yeah, see? Look at this one. Bam.
How did we start out
Damn.
with a headline like that, and now we're just looking up ravines and we're like impressed with it?
We try and educate the viewers, all right?
Exactly.
This is a geography
This is
lesson.
like fairly small canyon, right?
Yeah.
It's in the Grand Canyon.
It's literally probably like 40
This
feet
geological structure
Yes,
is
exactly.
often
As you can-
found
Oh, please! I've been in the wilderness with
near
you.
rivers.
Attention, actually, if you look, the river coming here from Lake Michigan, the erosion is what makes a ravine over millions of years.
Okay, I know there's the Ohio River. It's currently polluted.
There's some slight runoff, and that's what's causing this.
Yeah.
Thank you for that update,
beautiful,
Dr. Mitigate-Cully.
ravine
Oh, you're very
here.
welcome. I'll be here next week.
So police later found it.
Geologists say that
You're done. You're done. Too long.
You're
of a
done.
pause.
You're done.
It's fucking over.
You're done.
you can find them.
Police later found the vehicle near East 59th Street. Find that. No, I'm teasing. 59th Street and Park Avenue, but it had been set on fire with the prosthetic legs inside. Wow.
Yeah,
Not
this,
only-
this had to have been like
Sorry.
gang related.
This is
So
cold.
they throw the guy on the
Yeah,
guy
that guy
on the
lost his
train
legs
tracks,
sometime before.
take his car and burn his car with his prosthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's definitely drugs or something
Yeah.
involved in this. There's got to be something like.
So
Some horrible criminal
wait,
shit.
so he was a double amputee.
Yeah, because he probably
So
lost
that's
it in some
no
previous
legs. It's not quads.
bad business.
Okay.
situation.
No, yeah.
So they threw him
quadriplegics.
on the train tracks, not expecting that he could crawl away. I mean, if it was a quadruple
It must have
amputee,
been,
I
it must
could
have
really.
been cold. Maybe they thought the cold was going to get him.
Well,
Like
this
they said.
pistol whipped him before he put him down. There's
Yeah, yeah.
probably
Yeah,
half
so he's
unconscious on
knocked
the
out.
thing. Yeah.
I mean, if he curled up right in the middle of the tracks, there's a chance the train wouldn't even hit him. It would just clear him. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
Alrighty, cool.
That's
I
fucking
think it's
wild.
Josh
that
knows
is a
how to
wild
kill
story.
somebody on the tracks. Clearly.
He studied trains a lot. He's like, you get a locomotive 3500 Union Pacific. That guy's a goner. It's got a 6-inch clearance from the fucking rail ties.
You know,
You're
I'd
done.
have to look into that, but you might be right. We are. What the hell?
Your
going on
computer is like popping up all sorts of crazy.
Look, Mao, it split him in twain.
Alrighty. Now, it is that time of the show where we start to get to the entertainment information.
Yeah.
But before we do, let's just once again, as we usually do, my brother, Big Yellow Jacket, he has a new song out. So of course,
There's a
anytime
new album out, you prick.
he does, but looks for it, yes.
Which does contain a new song, obviously.
Well, I
as a
mean,
new
thank-
album would.
Thank you, Jason.
Many new songs.
See, this is why you're my.
Yeah, but he just found out right now that he had. Oh, apparently.
No,
he
he
has a new
sent. No, he sent it to me.
It's his brother.
album. He actually has an album out.
What the hell is that noise?
That's
Oh, that's from music I was playing earlier.
Wow. Down in the dirt. Okay, thank you.
new
very
That's
much.
where that guy's legs are.
in the dirt. No, they're
I am-
fucking
Ravine.
in ashes, apparently.
Yeah,
Ashes,
they
yeah.
are dust to dust.
Hang on, I'm
Whatever.
after losing something here. Oh wait, there's your problem.
All they are is dust
Okay.
in the wind.
All right, a little bit of a technical glitch there, but now we're going to play.
Technical glitch, you just have to hit play.
So
on the
now, yes, we are going to play the new track from Big Yellow Jacket. This one is called Confetti, and we're
hit
all.
that, it will play the song that's there. You have to click the
I
big green
get it.
button.
I get it. We are going to take a break. Once again, Johnny, if you want to take a smoke or anything, don't feel like we have to rush to get back.
All right.
Take your time, man. Just step in.
How long was the song?
Song is, I have no idea. Let's see, 3 minutes and 8 minutes. 3 minutes and 8 minutes. Yes.
Oh, it's not too bad.
I'm gonna rush back so I can hear some of it.
All right. So it is time.
Either way, Johnny, you'll get paid the same. No.
I wish I wasn't in the process of turning your mic down when that happened.
fine.
But this is Confetti, Big Yellow Jacket. We'll be right back. Keep it here, West of Waterford.
I've been thinking about you lately, especially around the hurt we gave. It's all a bit savory, not much else to say. You talk about a deja vu, but I can't see the next move. My memories swim around you, each callback dilutes the truth. I hope you know it was hard to go. I remember those ways. Sometimes I think about you, everything you do, scattered through my life, just like a all around you. How did I miss the clues? Hold tight to the thought of you. I'm numb and I can't move. A subtle smile keeps a secret you hide. Don't you dare whisper me the truth. I hope you know it was hard to say as time moved on. We could never stay the same. Sometimes I think about you. Everything you do, scattered through my life, just like a feather. Where time does not say so, when everything is wrong. Scattered through my life, just like a feather. Think about you. Everything you do, scattered through my life, just like a feather. Where time does not say so, when everything is wrong. Scattered through my life, just like a feather. Sometimes I think about you. Everything you do, scattered through my life, just like a feather. Where time does not say so, when everything is wrong. Scattered through my life, just like a feather.
You are listening to the West of Waterford Podcast.
Hey guys, it's Josh from the West of Waterford Podcast. If you're enjoying the show, then you may want to know about the Brass Tacks Podcast. It starts at 7 p.m. Eastern, 5 Mountain. Check out Rick and the boys doing what they do best on the Brass Tacks Podcast. Coming up after the West of Waterford Podcast.
My dear Sir Franklin, what on earth appears to be ailing you?
Oh, it's my throat, Sir Daniel. I feel like my larynx have been thrown into the depths of Mount Doom. Gollum, Gollum.
My good man, why not try a strepsil? Don't you know it is the only throat lozenge that will aid you in soothing your violent throat? Here, try one.
Why, Sir Daniel? My
Precious larynx feel incredible. My lord, my friend, I might be able to sing opera yet. Don't let the fires of Mount Doom destroy your larynx. Strepsils. Take care of your precious voice.
The preceding ad was a parody created by Josh while training at Radio Kerry. The West of Waterford Podcast has no sponsors, but you can change that.
You are listening to the West of Waterford Podcast.
This is your Saturday afternoon live. We're doing a radio style, as we always do. And that was Confetti by Big Yellow Jacket. Now, I heard the preview of that, and I really like it. So whatever you people out there want to think about it, go ahead. He's going to keep making music, whether you love it or hate it. And
that's a true artist right there.
Is that his first album, or has he done more?
I think he has an album out now, Confetti, Big Yellow Jacket. Check it out on Spotify, why don't you? Lovely folks out there. We're not exactly courting a lovely audience, by the way. It's just a bunch of lunatics. But anyway, go on.
Yeah, that's why we like him. No, I was going to say, your brother, he's made another album, though, hasn't he? Or is this his first one?
Yeah, he's had a couple of little EPs.
Yeah, I think he's had a few.
Not
EPs
even, I don't even know about EPs, to be honest with you.
Oh, Johnny.
Is it like
Johnny's got
can
2
you
albums? Just
can you
go ahead,
scroll down, honey?
Huh?
Oh, never mind. You took it down.
Oh, I'm sorry. I took it down. Yeah, I'm just trying to
So I
find.
wanted to see like how many songs I had on it.
Yeah, let us see.
Let us see. Let us see the way.
Either way, it's got to be anything better than SoundCloud rappers nowadays that
Oh,
make
God.
fucking 10 songs and the whole album is like 18 minutes. You're like, what the hell? Like, is that really an album, dude? Like, how the hell are you getting away with that?
Not particularly. What is Mac up to? She looks like she's trying to play the guitar.
learn
You know what the
guitar.
kids, speaking of rap, you know what the kids are into these days?
Drugs and
This
sex.
artist having sex with lunch ladies.
Lunch ladies, yes.
No,
yes.
there's an artist kind of came on the scene like, well, I guess like a year ago, but she's really blown up like in the last couple, like in just a couple of months. Ice Spice.
What?
And it's
That one
not
with
some
Spice
sort
Girls?
of no, it's not some sort of a reboot of Spice Girls or anything. Her name is Ice Spice.
Well, this is the point of the show where we get to talk about that kind of thing. So,
And the popsicles.
now speaking of which,
It's an awful sounding popsicle.
And
you like curry spice.
not impressed.
Well, that's
Not
the band's
impressed.
name, the popsicles.
But
Yeah.
it's what the kids
So-
are into.
She's got like this perm going on
Little
here.
orphan Annie over here.
Yep. She's
So-
like a really slutty looking fucking Annie.
Oh yeah, she's pretty
Oh, God.
slutty.
There's pictures of it.
She's
oh
thick.
yeah,
She's
I
thick.
would, sort of, maybe. Hang on, what age is she?
I don't know, Josh. You gotta look that up.
Okay, I don't know if I would then, but we'll hold off for the time being. She kind of
probably
looks
young.
like these sexy pictures where she holds her boobs.
Yeah.
I
She
guess that's
holds
the
her
new style.
titties and it makes me.
Was that the
All
lunch
right.
That's a new style thing, I guess.
Was that the lunch lady?
No, it's not the lunch lady. This is another lunch lady.
No, lunch lady. Okay.
I pay her.
You could put on a music video for a second and see what she's all about.
I really pissed a girl off one time. I remember a long time ago when I was working at the bowling alley because she had like been talking to her friends about a perm, and then she talked to me about how much I spent on my perm. And I was like 18, and I was like, I don't get a perm. And she's like, bullshit. She's like, I don't know. She was probably like 24, 25, but she was just
You're
like,
like, you
real
think I
full-
want to look like
Yeah.
this?
I was like, this hair is such a fucking pain in the ass. She's like, that's your natural hair? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I just like this. And she's like, oh my God, are you mixed or something? And I was like, no. I was like, I get that a lot though.
Man,
It's
you
like,
got a
just-
bigger natural
Wait,
than I
like
do.
mixed, like she thought you like had some like.
Yeah, a lot of
like, it
people
was, like,
when I was in high school thought I was
black.
black and white. Yeah, like
Yeah,
mixed.
I could see
because
that.
of your.
Because of the.
I just think you're Jewish.
Well, when I brush it, when I
Like-
when I brush it really good and it kind of froze out, people always think I'm either Jewish or mixed.
I thought you were Jewish. when I
Nobody
first
ever
met you.
attached it with Irish because I guess only like redhead, like gingers is the only thing that people think when they think like ginger hair. They're like, oh,
Yeah,
redhead.
yeah. Scottish or Irish.
Wait, so
Celtic.
you actually really don't have any Jewish?
No,
No.
nope,
Why didn't you?
nope. Catholic.
We'll say his
Methodist.
last name after the show, but it's definitely not a Jewish name.
Yeah.
Mm.
Very.
I was gonna try and say
Austria,
something like I was
German.
shocked in Yiddish, but I couldn't think of the thing.
Yeah. It's all just like Northern Irish, just Black Irish or whatever they call it. I think.
Oh.
I do have like 4% African American in me, which I guess is a little bit higher.
Oh,
Because it's
okay.
like, you know, from all of us, like the evolution thing, you know, we all came from like Africa or whatever, humankind. I should be talking to the Catholics about this. They're not gonna believe me.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
They all
no.
came from
Fucking,
Ravine
they
and
wanted to
Yeah,
hang up
exactly.
Darwin by his balls.
Yeah. But I guess I'm like a percent or two higher than normal. So like, oh, you might have some like, you know, like African American or black, and you're like way back.
Way back when.
Way back. So maybe that's where I get the curly
You're
shit
a
from. But I guess that's a very common
you're
thing,
a
though. and-
nappy-headed hoe over
Yeah.
here.
Oh God!
But I mean, I'm sure
I
the
just
two
got
Irishmen
shut
here.
down for that.
I'm sure the two Irishmen here will tell you, like Northern Irish, I guess, have more like black and like kind of curly.
Black
hair
and
or
tan,
something,
yes.
you know?
Black and
Yeah.
It's more
I
Scottish.
think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
For sure.
So we are in the entertainment segment. I don't know why Brittany decided to talk about Judaism relations to Jason, but Jason was the one who finally told me watch it. So I did. South Park are still doing it, man. They are just unbelievably good. They have not missed a step in their game for all these years. I mean, you really have to give them Matt and Trey. I watched on your recommendation.
The Japanese toilets.
I watched the Japanese toilet episode, and I was howling.
And
laughing.
having lived in Japan for about 2.5 years, I can tell you, I was like, yeah, dude, the toilets there were great. And then I came back to the US, I'm like, it's just
Immediate
so,
hemorrhoid,
like,
yeah.
That's not that bad, but it was just like, I lost all those cool features, you know?
Yeah, like
lights up when you into the bathroom.
Yeah,
lights and
exactly.
stuff,
Some of them just like you walk into the public restroom, it's like, oh, konnichiwa, and it just like
Oh.
pops open. You're like, what the hell?
It's adorable.
Yeah. They love that cutesy stuff.
I remember the one.
Kawaii.
Remember the one in The Simpsons years ago? This was my first learning about a Japanese toilet, and it was like, "I am honored to take your waste."
Yeah.
And Homer's it starts doing like a fountain display with the water. Homer's like, "They're years ahead of us."
Yeah. But very true.
That but I mean the whole JFK parody, big toilet paper,
big toilet paper shoots Randy Marsh when he's doing his speech. He's trying to talk about how we should, there's more cost efficient Japanese toilets out there.
Yeah,
he gets shot.
There's a Japanese toilet out there for every one of you. Yeah. Because he's such a big shot, because he's a weed farmer.
He bought like a $10,000 one or whatever, but there's some of them that you can buy for like $1,000. They're like much more affordable for you peasants and shit. Yeah. Talking shit on people.
His proctologist and beating the shit out of the toilet. Where was he going on holiday?
I forget. I think it was Tahiti or something.
Yeah. Are you going to tell her we're not going to Tahiti? Yeah. Are you going to tell her? Just...
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Randy Marsh's proctologist decides that he's going to take a vacation to Tahiti with his wife.
Yeah.
But apparently Randy Marsh hadn't been there for like a month because of his new Japanese toilet. He's like, "Yeah, I was just checking on your hemorrhoids and everything there, Mr. Marsh. You haven't been in." He's like, "Oh, I don't have them anymore." He's like, "This Japanese toilet cleans me so much I don't even use toilet paper." He's like, "You got to check it out." And the proctologist tries to destroy the toilet. And he comes in there. He's like, "You ruined it." He's like, "You ruined everything." He's talking to the toilet. He's like, "My vacation to Tahiti is just trashed."
And they had a special section in Bed Bath and Beyond where it's behind the velvet rope. I was like, "My name is Eric. If you need anything, just talk to me." The Home Depot,
it's like a gallery of Japanese toilets.
The Home Deposit.
Yeah, the Home Depot.
There was actually one point in the episode where Sharon went into the toilet, and I thought they were going to. I was anticipating
At this point, just let the people watch it.
I was crying. I was because when Sharon's first made to use the toilet by Randy, I was really expecting like
yeah.
Same thing they do with Randy. The episode was absolutely brilliant. Watch it. But then I couldn't stop there. I had to watch. The big one that's really been making the news is Harry and Meghan Markle want to sue South Park for their episode, the Worldwide Privacy Tour, which is, I watched it, I could not stop giggling like a schoolgirl the whole way through it. I just love seeing these assholes.
Can you show us what that sounds like?
There. I have you watched that one yet?
Yeah, of course I did.
Have you seen either of them?
I'm a huge South Park fan.
No,
oh my God, Johnny, just sit down.
I've watched South Park in probably about 10 years.
The Meghan Markle and Prince Harry one is amazing. We want a privacy. We want a privacy.
Yeah.
So you've had everything written to you, and you've detailed it all in your new book. Wow.
Yeah. Their whole point is basically how about like they've gone about, leaving the royal family, when Prince Harry
for
married
their privacy,
Meghan.
by the way.
Yeah,
yes.
And they were wanting more of a private lifestyle. But like Meghan posts shit on Instagram all the time.
It's apparent just in the whole privacy tour.
Yeah, exactly.
To me, it's still
that is funny. That's pretty funny.
Yeah,
it's still incredible.
But the whole episode, they're just bugging the shit out of Kyle because they move across the street and they're literally harassing him just so that they can get a rouse out of him and then bitch about how they're not respecting his privacy. And so, like at one point in time, they post a whole bunch of Meghan's Instagram pictures on his door. And then Kyle just ignores it and walks in, and fucking Prince Harry, which I'm assuming is the most expensive part for him, was he's like, they can't ignore us like that. So he goes over there and starts rubbing his blue genitals on his window as Kyle's watching TV or playing video games, just right in the window.
Yeah, I could see there's a point there that might have a chance of getting suing him for that.
Oh yeah, maybe. So they were trying to press
charges. You can't press charges on Matt and Trey for this. This is I'm sorry, you brought it on yourself, assholes. You just brought it on yourselves by doing this. By acting like complete and utter trash people, which you are. You're both trash.
Yeah.
You have brought this on yourself. And yes, why would you do it? If you're a prominent person, I have to think, if you're a prominent person in the world and you do stupid shit and then double down, is there not that little thing in the back of your head that's saying South Park is out there and they're watching? And that's it. That should be enough to make you stop doing stupid shit. That really should be it, like.
I have a funny feeling now that when he wakes up in the morning, South Park is like the first thing that comes to his head.
Yeah, I was gonna say. He probably heard it from media and shit.
Well, I tell you right now, it's definitely in his head now because he's trying to sue them.
Well, according to Newsweek, they're not.
I mean, he probably heard.
I think it's baseless, like rumors and stuff like that.
It's a rag.
He probably heard South Park and said, "Which palace is that?"
Yeah.
Very good, Johnny. Okay, so aside from that, the Oscars.
Can I tell you not necessarily a funny story, but an amusing story that relates to South Park?
Go ahead.
Okay, so
I love the energy here. It's burning.
In class the other day.
Oh, really? You was it like a cooking class?
I don't care.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay,
So
fair
in
enough.
class the other day,
Tried to save you.
The kids had to do an inquiry question before they started learning a lesson about weather, and they just observed a video of like sudden cloud coverage that made the skies dark and like all this stuff. So they had to make a scientific illustration or diagram, and as I was walking around, one of the kids was starting to doodle like little tiny South Park characters. And I was like, oh, but and I stopped and and I pointed. I'm like, oh no, this is taking place in Utah, because that's what the caption said on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, and she's like, and she kind of looks up and she smiles at me, and I'm like, not in Colorado, and then but I started to walk back. I'm like, but the creators are from Utah, right? And like, so we're just kind of talking. But it was kind of funny that happened. And also, I happened to work in a Morgan Freeman voice during that lesson that day.
Let's hear it.
I was like,
Morgan Freeman.
I was like,
oh.
Because there was a caption, it just gave me that vibe, and it was like, it was a clear spring day in this Utah town.
That's actually not bad for a girl to be doing Morgan
but suddenly,
Freeman. That's not bad.
the clouds grew dark.
That's not bad.
And the clouds covered.
And
a blanket of snow fell on the mountains.
On the land.
And it was great because I actually stopped and I was like, and in one of my classes, like I kind of did it for all my classes as the day went on.
Hell yeah.
And then in one of my class, like I was workshopping in my first period, but then I kind of went on.
Whoa, we don't need to know about your periods.
No, so anyway, so that's what they call them here in the States. You have your
I get it.
Anyway, so
way to explain a joke.
It was funny because like in one of my later classes, I just started doing it. Like I didn't even like prep it, like set it up. I just started reading it that way.
Okay, she's getting overconfident.
And then like I was like, does anybody knew what voice I was trying to do there? And like they were like, so the kid was like Morgan Freeman. And I was like, oh well, there you go. I guess it's good enough.
Oh, was it this one?
Great ass.
No.
And now I'm thinking of getting one of those AI things to do narrations for my lessons.
Hell yeah.
Get like celebrity AI narrated. Where
Open
I
your
read
books to chapter 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
This little chap.
I met my friend.
Anyway,
this is where Andy.
Andy Dufresne. He was talking about mitosis of the cellular organism.
Okay, so back to the entertainment news. As entertaining as that wasn't. I'm teasing, of course. Of course, I'm teasing.
I was entertained.
Actually, you do a very good Morgan Freeman. I got to give you that. I mean, I gotta hand it to you.
The clouds grew dark.
Okay, we heard it the first time. So Will Smith is embarrassed and hurt over Chris Rock's comments in the Netflix special. I haven't seen.
Are you Will Smith?
Yeah.
Because you smacked the man in the fucking face.
On an international
he's probably hurt a
broadcast.
little bit more, yeah.
An international broadcast, you assaulted the man, and now you're hurt?
Yeah.
Shut up, stupid.
And anybody who watched that can tell that Will Smith smacked him just because his wife fucking looked at him like, you should smack this motherfucker.
Yeah, because that skinhead looked at him funny, basically. I mean, usually when a skinhead looks at a black man funny, things are about to go down.
You're about to get lynched.
Well, I mean, okay, so basically we stuck to the trope there. Skinhead looks at black guy funny, some shit went down.
Yeah.
But I mean, like Chris Rock is one of the funniest, if not
He's
the funniest.
always been so untethered. Like, he just makes fun of fucking anyone.
The funny thing about that was he did all his tours after that happened, right?
Yeah.
And the one thing was he never mentioned the Will Smith thing.
Yeah.
And any of them. And then now he's come out with a new special, and he's all about it now. That's,
yeah. Well, I mean, that's just it. It's the Meghan and Harry thing. Opportunist victimhood.
Yeah.
It's the opportunity to be a victim at any point you can possibly How will this work? He doesn't understand that this looks like an idiot. He looks like an idiot. Let's see. Okay, so among the myriad of digs at the 2022 Best Actor winner in his comedy special titled Chris Rock's Selective Outrage. Great name for it, by the way. I'll have to watch this. Rock left no stone unturned as he recalled the moment the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air actor struck him in the face. Will is embarrassed and hurt by what Chris said about him and his family in his Netflix special, a source told Entertainment Tonight. He didn't watch it, so how does he know what was said? Fuck off, asshole. Prince of Cool, my cunt. He didn't watch it, but he had people tell him what Chris said at the inside. Okay, he had people tell him, yo, you go out there and watch that Chris Rock special. Yeah. You say what he said. I hope he just kept my motherfucking wife's name out of my motherfucking mouth.
That's a really good Will Smith.
I know, that was awful.
Is so spot on.
Well, I thought
I've heard worse.
I thought I was his manager.
Could have been fucking anyone. God.
Will and Jada have seen comments about it. Good.
Yeah, that is a good point, though, man. You can't have somebody else tell you what the hell happened there.
Again, going back now to what Josh was saying about the South Park thing, and if you do stupid things, you know South Park.
Yeah.
If you hit a comedian
and
an international
joke, by the way, a
joke, you're going to say that he's not going to mention you somewhere in this act over the
time.
That's
just going to come back into history.
It's going to come back sometime.
Sooner or later.
I thought he was a legend, but he's not. No.
Yeah. Well, he's
very weak show of character, man.
Very weak show of character, and you know what? Great show of character from Rock. From Chris Rock.
Still a great actor, though. I like Will Smith's acting.
He's not a great actor. Name one thing he's been great in, really.
I mean,
Ali.
I like the guy, but he's not a great actors are like.
What is that one? Road to Perdition. That one was good. Which one was it?
Where he played himself.
No.
I'm sure he played himself, just a slightly cooler version of himself. Apparently, the Academy Awards have a whole crisis team because this leads into the next story. Jimmy Kimmel, who is going to be doing the Oscars this year, he's going to be hosting it. I will beat the shit out of anyone who tries an Oscars slap. Jimmy, you couldn't beat your way out of a wet paper bag. Blow me.
He's just saying that facetiously, no, obviously.
Jimmy Kimmel's just trying to go for a low hanging fruit joke.
That's on his.
Jimmy Kimmel's always kind of had those, go for a low.
Kimmel is not funny, and that's joke. He's not funny. He's just not funny. He might have been at one time. He might have been at one time, but the man is not funny. Brittany is just kind of walking around like a ghost, like one of those crossover ghosts we were talking about before the show started. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not in charge of your phone. God damn it. So Kimmel said, if somebody comes up on stage and slaps me, well, I size them up, and if I'm bigger than they are, I beat the shit out of them on television. And if it's The Rock, I run. He joked. Okay, so there might have been a bit of a joke to it. Yeah. Fair enough. But I do not believe for 1 second that Kimmel...
it wasn't like he went up there and tried to go on Macho Man in it.
By the way...
you know what I mean?
Knock him the fuck out or anything. And try to
By the way... Where's Ricky Gervais? Why isn't Ricky Gervais doing the Oscars?
Ricky Gervais?
Yeah.
Hasn't he done all those
He's
before?
done it a couple of times. And I think
he should do it. He should do it every time because he calls the truth. He does the truth.
That's the problem with the Oscars, though. They hated him because I think he was like...
He was too on par.
Yeah.
He was cutting everybody.
He was really cutting into the industry, and they're like, "Oh, you're making us look like shit." So they're like, "Get out of here."
Good.
But he pretty much did a Don Rickles and the whole load of them.
True. I suppose. Right. So
because he was talking about, I think Ricky Gervais was the one that talked about his Oscar speech, being like, "Hey, look, just come up here, get your award, say thanks, get the fuck out." Because he's like, nobody cares about your opinions. He's like, you don't understand anything that anyone else goes through.
And
like, so your opinion doesn't mean shit.
And this is exactly why he should be doing every award show ever. You need
which is why
they're
not going to let him.
I know, but
well, that's why you just watch his stand-up specials, because he has that freedom to just do whatever he wants.
That's true.
That's what I do.
Well, that does it for the entertainment segment. We are going to move swiftly on to a wild internet. It's a little light this week, lads, but sorry about that. But we'll keep it here on the West of Waterford Podcast, and we will be right back. We're taking another little break. Keep it here. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, it's Josh from the West of Waterford Podcast. If you're enjoying this show, then you may want to know about the Brass Tacks Podcast. Go check out their YouTube channel, Brass Tacks Podcast,
and see what Rick and the boys have in store for you. You want to laugh yourself silly like a goose? Go check out the Brass Tacks Podcast. Alternatively, you can check out Movies You Missed podcast. Join two industry veterans every week on Spotify as they discuss movies that flew under the radar, films worth revisiting, and stories from behind the scenes. That's Movies You Missed podcast, and they're on Spotify. Good friend of mine co-hosts there. Go check him out. Give him some love. Tell him Josh sent you.
Okay, and we are back. And we are...
Super Mario Brothers 2, baby. That's what's going on here.
Is that what it's from?
I think so. It sounds like Super Mario Brothers 2.
Oh, nice. Okay,
I
we are back.
I thought it was like Revenge of Stumpy, you know, the guy that's on the train tracks.
Crawling off. I like it. Okay, so zoos, take notice. Your enclosures don't always work. Yeah. Oh, no.
Bro, was that gator breaking out?
He breaking out. He breaking all the way out.
Jeez, he's like bending that. Oh my god.
Jailbreak. I personally would have called it Gatorgate. But,
damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
yeah, no problem. Just, yep, going through. So
typical day in Florida. What did damage to this fence? Gator.
Well, apparently they can also climb.
Holy shit! What? Fucking terrifying as dinosaurs. God, they've learned how to climb fences.
I think I'm a gecko.
You think
so?
Oh,
okay. I thought you were talking about yourself for a second, Brittany. Yeah.
Do you know what he's actually doing? He's looking over at the ravine.
He's looking for Stumpy. Yeah. I heard there's an easy meal back here.
Yeah. Oh, those aren't real legs.
I'm just going to wait till
burn them.
I'm just going to wait till they burn his car, then I'm going to go over.
Like that one alligator in fucking Happy Gilmore shoves his hand. I'm coming back for the rest of it.
So this is something that Jason and I got from Tim, and both of us were a bit perplexed.
Oh my god.
The Texas butthole tickling bandit has finally been caught.
This one I have to know if it's real.
With a name like the Texas butthole tickling bandit, it doesn't take too many brain cells to know what he does after breaking in. Caught by the police on January 5th, he managed to elude capture for 3 weeks. He has given male residents in the area a real tough time with his assaults, which are dozens by the time he was stopped. Police originally thought their suspect was homeless. However, when they picked up their man, he was actually wearing $4,500 worth of Yeezys clothing from who knows where. Now, the Texas butthole tickling bandit.
Oh.
What a name. Scarlet Pimpernel. Crotty. Texas butthole tickling bandit. Yeehaw! Damn. And of course, then Snopes had to come out and ruin it. It's not real. It's false.
Is it? Okay.
Apparently.
That's funny, though, because I just found a different article on NBC News.
Oh, okay.
That
an accredited news
it's not at all the same, but it is similar to... It's related to butts.
The butt bandit.
Police have arrested a man suspected of leaving greasy graphic imprints on the windows of stores, churches, and schools in a small Nebraska town.
Oh, good God.
A man leaving greasy graphic imprints on windows, stores, churches, and schools in Nebraska. A 35-year-old man caught in the act by police Wednesday morning. This is back in 2008, so this is a long time ago.
Okay.
Cherry County Attorney Eric Scott on Friday. The man hasn't been charged yet, but authorities believe he is the vandal of some folk town have dubbed the Butt Bandit.
Butt Bandit. Isn't that what...
That's what the gay community took for their own
That's what I thought. It was a gay community thing. The Butt Bandit.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. We're going to call ourselves the Butt Bandits.
No, that was like a slur against them. Yeah, arse bandits.
Oh, well, in Ireland, yeah, for sure.
The butt pirates.
Butt bandits. Butt pirates, yeah.
Whatever.
Yar, matey. I'm here for that booty.
They can own whatever the hell
so
they
you couldn't
want.
find a photocopier? That's basically what happened? And just
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, God, the windows looking in.
Oh, my God. It was in Valentine, Nebraska. I have a coworker who's from Valentine, Nebraska.
Oh, ask him about his butt bandit.
Dude, he could be under witness protection. That's why he's here, actually. I shouldn't have mentioned anything. Fuck. I gotta talk to him about this now, though. That's hilarious.
I don't know. I learned this today that there's a street in like England somewhere called Butthole Lane.
Oh, okay. That
And, like,
sounds good.
A lot of coming and going.
It stinks. It's a bad smell around it all year.
Yeah.
Anyway, this I found during the week, possibly the greatest game of all time. This is called Ultimate Taser Ball.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Dude, this is what flag football needs to be.
Yes, I agree. This is what most sports need to be, actually. Just a bunch of men running around tasering each other.
Yeah.
And there's a ball involved somewhere. You're not there for the score, you're there for the injuries. Ah. Oh my god.
Damn, and they're doing like full-on tackles
So it's
too.
like Aussie rules mixture with like tasers.
Yeah, Aussie rules where you introduce a taser, yeah.
That's
a
why,
great
this is
idea.
why Americans love Australians. Because we're like, yeah, we got this sport where we hit the shit out of each other, and like, yeah, we got that. We got
You
rugby.
could tell your man there, your
And
man
they're
must have got like 5 tasers in the teeth, like as you say, there were 4 of them.
You could only stun the player in possession. The taser emitted a current of 3 to 5 milliamps.
Oh, I tell you, I'd be passing that ball lickety split. Like, I mean, with one of them.
You would have been like Andrea Pirlo, just one touch and gone.
Touch gone.
I'll give it right to the other team. Take it, fuck off. I don't want that.
Now the sad thing is, the sport is simply stunning. Oh, boo!
I like it. Good answer. Good answer. I like it.
Okay, so I would play that sport.
I'd try it once.
I'd try it once.
I tried paintball. Paintball hurt like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
So
the next thing we have, of course, little Steve in him. Of course, Jason likes Steve in him, so had to get him in here. This Asian guy is at it again. Steve, of course, being the Asian.
The stream of hepatitis and feces, and they're able to make it. But leave it to that one person that doesn't even try and ends up in the friggin' chocolate river of death. She probably thought it was a Willy Wonka chocolate stream, but guess what? She thought wrong.
And she's just being dragged away.
I was gonna say, they're just getting coursed
I'm
down.
loving the music in the background. Really like it.
It's real Augustus Gloop shit. It was real Augustus Gloop shit. She did, yeah. She's right.
She thought he was going to drag her over, you
Yeah.
see, and he just let go as soon as she got the full weight.
Well, he would have went in too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Witness a
And-
world of pathogen infection.
And of course, I did have to say, somebody said, "You stupid bitch." That's just mean. I said
to the internet.
and of course,
Can we just take a moment to establish that Jason has a beautiful voice?
he does. Yeah, we know that.
I didn't
we've
know
established
this.
a long time ago.
We
I
compared him to the
actually choose
IGP
this
claimer.
voice. Yeah, I choose this voice to speak, and that way I don't get the publicity. 'Cause I don't
Oh.
No,
want
I'm saying singing voice.
Oh, I do love.
Wait, was that not clear?
Well, I did have to say this. Try running, asshole. Jesus, you're like my wife playing Tomb Raider 2. You were having severe issues running and jumping in Tomb Raider 2. She is terrible. It's hilarious sometimes to watch her
I
play.
literally had like less than maybe like an hour and a
Yeah,
half
yeah.
in the game. Like
Make your excuses.
it. Let me get to past the learning curve.
I know. This now, although I would try to taser football, I would never do this ever.
I don't believe you would do the taser football.
I would
by
do
the
it. I
way.
think that would be fun. But this,
You're such a pussy.
this is. I'm
Sorry.
I agree. I'm a bit of
Like
a
your
pussy.
pain tolerance
But
is
the,
not
no.
I
this
do
isn't-
that.
This isn't painful.
No,
though.
but this is like heart stopping to me. This is too scary for me to do. And there are a lot of things out there. Brittany is right. I can be a bit of a pussy about certain things.
I
I
do
might
that.
try it. It's just a big swing, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Or
fuck
is that
off.
bungee?
Fuck off. You wouldn't do that.
I went
Yeah, I would
skydiving.
absolutely do that.
I've
I've
been
been wanting to-
skydiving before, and that's way more dangerous.
So this one I found from a Cukester video the other day. I can't believe I'd never seen it before because, well, I'm a train enthusiast, but apparently in Egypt a couple of years ago, a train locomotive just barreled into the busiest station in Cairo. And this is what it did.
The committee responsible for transportation expressed its concern about this further damaging.
God.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Why are you showing this, Josh? Jesus fuck.
Yeah.
That person's literally on fire.
Where? Who's on fire?
This fucking dude, back that shit up. That person was on fire. No, don't back it up. Actually, I don't want to see it again.
Nobody's on fire. She's not on fire. He's not on fire.
No, go back further.
But a lot of people were caught on fire.
There was a straight up person with
I was
flames.
flames in the back of the head, Jack.
I didn't. The back of the hijab or the head?
Dude, I'm
Back
telling
in
you,
the head
if
and
you
the
back
back?
that shit up like a good 30 seconds.
Well, hold on a sec, because I think I had other
That's how you're getting canceled.
video of it. Oh, yes. This is from
This is the
Cube.
moment an out-of-control locomotive slams into Cairo's train station and explodes. The resulting carnage, as well as the discovery
let's see.
of what the driver had been doing during
He has
the
another-
disaster, led to calls for
I think he
him
has
to
another
face
point of view
death
of the video.
penalty. Yes, that's right. The driver's
So here's the
tattered
aftermath, I think.
rags, covered head to toe in burns. Unsuspecting travelers on the platform.
So that's what the train
were suddenly
did when it ran
plunged
into the
a
station.
horrific and life-changing scene.
I'm just
one
wondering-
that resulted in the deaths of 25 people and the injury of 50. There was outrage around the country, and Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli vowed.
Yeah, well, Mustafa. But there was another shot
Mufasa.
of. There was another. Scar, help me! Long live the king. But there was, I swear to God, there was another angle of it where the train actually came into the station. I'm just trying to.
Do you know that announcer dude, though? He's Irish.
Oh, yeah. And I don't know him personally.
Oh, I just thought, because you guys are...
We don't all know each
That's
other.
like 8 people in Ireland. Like,
Yeah, we don't
I know.
all know each other, for Christ's sake.
I used to help Bono with his match, like, you know.
Yeah. I was telling Johnny that earlier. It's like during Paddy's Day, it's got to be terrible having any sort of Irish accent for you guys. Everyone's like, oh, I got a so-and-so
here it
from
is, here it
Ireland.
is.
You know him? And it's like, dude, there's like 7 million people in Ireland.
All right, yeah. So here's the shot of it coming into the station.
Jesus.
Oof, god damn. And nice glasses, by the way. Okay, this one we'll get away from that. We'll get into something a little more funny. Do you ever want to do you ever just want so bad for somebody to be yours, but they're taken?
Be helpful with headphones. Tú eres como el agua clara que llueve del cielo. Te quiero porque quiero que me quieras.
Oh no. He spotted it.
Oh, poor guy. Oh, that poor dude.
Tranquilo, güey.
Tranquilo, tranquilo.
Josh, I sent this.
This poor guy.
He was doing so well and all, like.
I know, man.
Was he?
He was just starting to get into it, like, and next thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you just have to get into
That
it.
guy's
like
an asshole for coming out there. Like, let the man finish the performance and be like, hey, dude, good job, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah, but you just
Get
have,
off my porch.
You just have to get into that with a bath with a toaster in it. That's how much you just have to get into that. Holy Jesus!
That guy will do fine. He'll hop right back on his feet. There's going to be a million girls that see that
he
video
won't.
and go, what a
He's
sweetheart.
so sad. And with that, ladies and gentlemen,
hop on his
the
feet.
saddest video ever. He doesn't have any feet. He was. They were thrown into.
Is that the
whatever-
guy from Cleveland?
Yeah, they were thrown into.
Oh
a
my
ravine.
God. He did have a horrible fucking time afterwards. Jesus. That's what lost him his legs. That dude came out there and broke him.
No, actually, no. If we pull up the Darth Vader one with the, that's easy. Darth Vader, the Spandau Ballet.
Let's see if we can get that.
It should be straight up there. Yeah.
Ah, it is. Let's see.
So basically, the first
Right.
one
Here we go.
So
Music really makes a difference. Okay.
Oh, God.
Yes, this is great.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, genius.
That is great.
Yeah.
So I much prefer the Williams
I
version.
was going to say,
myself.
John Williams did good with the Imperial March. The first draft was really bad. Really threw off the tune. You know, I think he did a better job the
I
second
think they've
go
spent
around.
so much money in the special effects that we get to cut back at the music score, you know.
And with that, our music score is now telling us it is time to get the hell out of
But
here.
you did that music score.
I know I did.
Started it.
Ooh. I did indeed. So for all three of you who watched today, that was the three of us in the room.
Periodically.
Yeah.
There were a few cats in
periodically, yes.
here periodically.
That's true. Mac was
Alrighty.
in here. Mac was watching.
Mac was watching. Mac was taking it all in.
She started sleeping until Britt kicked her out of the fucking
I'm actually
chair.
donating this a year's worth of my pay to get new prosthetic legs for that boy. So I'm going to get that back to you here.
You hear that guy in Cleveland? Johnny has just sent you 50 cents to get your prosthetic legs redone.
$1.05.
$1.05.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay.
Minus the stamp.
Well, thank you very much for watching. Keep tuned for the next episode that'll be coming out next week, hopefully, as long as Jason's not out of town. He might not be. He's going for a new gig. God damn. Johnny, you are welcome here anytime. In fact,
appreciating you having me over.
Absolutely. Your check is in the mail, you cheap Irish bastard. You.
It all went to postage. 60 cents. There's your pay. It's right there on the stamp.
Alrighty, and we will see you, the fine viewer, next time. Until then, like, share, and subscribe, and share this with the most deranged friends you have. There's a lot of pedophilia in this.
Yeah, the normies can't handle us.
They're not.
Okay, and that's where all the microphones start to come down, and that is where we say goodbye and have a wonderful weekend. We will see you soon. Bye-bye.